Hi again. We had a request about pull-ups, how to do them, variations, and maybe some help if they're really hard for you. And if they are really hard for you, you're not alone. These are probably the hardest body weight exercise that I can think of. And they're really reliant on muscle groups that don't get a lot of work unless you strength train. So especially if you first started out with these, don't get discouraged if you can't even do one. I'm going to show you some variations so you can build up to doing one and then more. First thing you're going to need is a pull-up bar. I have a pretty standard one. I think I got it at Walmart. Wasn't super expensive, but safety tip, you need to follow the instructions that come in the box for setting it up. Don't hurt yourself here. The lift is hard enough, even if you set up the pull-up bar correctly. So follow those tips in the box. I'm going to show you a couple different variations on grips, so position, and that's going to focus on different muscle groups for different kinds of pull-ups. And I'm also going to show you some ways that can help you if you can't even do one yet. And again, if you can't do one, don't get frustrated, you're not alone. So we'll start out by just showing you a standard, about shoulder width apart grip for the pull-up bar. So again, your hands are going to go about shoulder width apart, and you simply pull up and come back down. Once you get up to about chin level above the bar, you're good to come back down, no problem. Variations and help. So a stool or a chair, and you can put two legs on it to start if you can't do one. As you get better, you can either move the stool farther away or take one of your legs off of the stool. I'll show you what it looks like. So one leg off, and it is harder with one leg. And again, you could just move it farther away as well. Don't get it way too far out so that you lose your balance though, that's important. The next one I'll show you is more of a neutral grip. You could call it a hammer grip, but it's really called like a neutral grip pull-up. And again, this will depend on the type of pull-up bar you have. My pull-up bar has extra handles on it, so I can do this. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like with help. I'm going to show you two more. The next one I want you to look at is a chin up. So we were hands, palms towards you, the camera, before for both of those, here and here. Now we're going to turn our hands this way, and this is going to be a chin up. So you're going to bring your hands just slightly closer together if you have a bar like mine. So I'm going to go right about here. So that's pretty close to the same width. You want to keep it about shoulders. If you bring it close together, much harder, and it focuses more on the inner biceps heads, so it isolates them a little more, and it takes away some of the other muscle groups to help. So if you go about shoulder width apart, it's a good place to start. With help, with less help. The next one is we're going to go back to the overhand grip, but we're going to go this far apart with our hands where your thumbs would touch. This is called a close grip pull-up. Now this will incorporate more of your forearms and the outside biceps head, the long biceps head. So this one is significantly harder, and if it hurts your wrists, don't do it. With help, with less help. And that is 4 very basic variations on the pull-up. Hope that's helpful.